Hi everyone. In today's video, we are going to see how using Python one can accept input and how one can give output. So first of all, let's have a look at how does output is given on the screen using print statements. So remember, Python is case sensitive, and when we are typing certain statement in Python, you need to know the syntax. So print, when we are writing, it has to be all in the lowercase. You can't have P as a capital or everything as a uppercase. So make sure you are writing it exactly like this. Print is again a function which is inbuilt in Python, so that's why you can see how this print is written in purple color. And then whatever you want to show on the screen for user, you have to include it inside the speech mark. So for example, you can say welcome, and when you're going to run this program, you can simply remember, as we have seen in previous video, click on F5 and it will run, and you can see a welcome message is being published on the shell. So this is how a user would see. So this was the welcome, was the outcome. Whenever we want to give outcome, whatever outcome you want, you need to write it using print statement and inside a speech mark. Remember, the errors you could make is, one of the error is you can say print. So as you can see now, this print is, even though spelling is correct of this print, it's not in all the lowercase, and that's why it's not showing in the purple color, and that would be one of your major mistakes you might be making when you're trying to give output. So make sure in print word everything is in the lowercase, and then you can print anything you want, like hi, hello, how are you, and when you're going to run it, it will simply output on the shell like this. Now we are going to see how Python can take input. When we are looking of accepting user input, we are going to learn about input statements, and then one more very important concept in programming, which is called as variables. So let's get started. When we are expecting to take input from user, we use a statement called input. Again, as you can see over here, it's in the purple ink, and it could be simply with parenthesis, and you can write some message in it, or you can avoid. I'm going to show you both ways, but whatever input is, it has to be stored somewhere, and in that scenario we are coming across with these variables. Variables are like a box, and you can store any value in it. So for example, it could hold a value 10 at the point, and later on you can erase that and change it to something else, like you can store 20 in it, and so on. So variable is actually memory location in your computer, and you can, that memory location can hold different values. It can hold 20, or if you don't want to keep it 20 anymore, you can change it and you can make it, I want, let's say I'm going to store over there hi, or anything like that. So just remember, variables are memory location in your computer, and it can hold many different values. The value can be varied, and that's why it is called as variables. So moving forward, I'm going to show you the syntax of how to write a variable. All right, just a second. So as you can see over here, I'm going to create a variable. I'm going to name it as name. I want to ask that person's name. So I could simply say input, and here I could place a message which you want user to see when you want input. So what is your name? And when I'm going to run this program, it will ask me now just my name, and it will wait for my response. So as you can see, welcome. This is running because we have written print welcome. So this first welcome is coming as a result of this particular print welcome. And then as a result of input, what is your name, we are saying what is your, this name is there. But see, you're right now, there is a cursor and it is waiting for my command, whatever I'm going to type. So when I'm going to type my name and then press enter, then only this shell is, this angular brackets is coming. As there is nothing afterwards coming in this particular program, the program is ended because it has executed these two lines. If you want to show what user has entered their name, what we can do is we can include it in a print. So I'm going to show you how it works. So it's print welcome, and after that I'm going to write it with a comma. I'm going to say name. And now when this program is going to run, first it will ask what is your name, because that's the first line that will be executed. Remember Python, it when it is going to run program, it starts with which is the very first line, it runs that line and then go on to the next line. It doesn't happen like, it doesn't understand the whole thing. Computer, whenever it is executing any program, it starts with the first line and then go on next one. So let's try to run this particular program. Run, and you can say it is asking what is your name. So now let's say I'm going to say Sonal, and then it is going to say welcome Sonal. As this is a variable, what happened in this particular, when this particular program is running in a computer's memory, a memory location was created which was given name as name, because I have written it as a name. If I have given it as my name, something like that, the memory location will be named as my name. And what value will be stored in it? Whatever you are giving. So for when this program was running, it was given as a Sonal. I'm trying to run this program one more time, and it's again asking what is your name. This time I'm going to say Lily. So in the memory location named my name, a value will be stored which is called as Lily, and that is what we are trying to run. However, there occurred an error right now because I'm trying to call name. Is the name anywhere mentioned in this game earlier? This program earlier? No, as I have changed it to my name. So remember, you need to call the same variable name because the variable name was changed on this first line. It should be reflected, it should be changed on the second line as well. Let's try and run it one more time. So when it is running now, what is your name? It is again asking in memory location my name is created, and I'm typing over there as Lily, and when it is really running, it is saying welcome Lily, because it's now referencing to that memory location where we have saved Lily. This input function is used to accept input from users, whereas print is used for printing or giving out information to user, which like a output function. I earlier mentioned that I'll show you how input could be written two different ways. So I'm going to show you in that sense. I'm going to say print, and I'm going to tell here enter your name. So I'm just trying to change the command, and instead of here I'm going to just keep the input blank. Remember on the first line I have made one error. I didn't put speech marks. So if there are no speech marks, or if I have not completed the speech mark, so starting speech mark as well as ending speech mark, both has to be there, then only it will run correctly. So now I have two print statements. First print statement is an instruction where it tells user to enter their name, and then there is just a plain input statement which will take an input from user, store the value in my name, and then print welcome to whatever name that person has given. So let's try and run this program one more time, Have a look at it. So say it is now running, enter your name. So the very first line is being executed and second line is also executed, my input. Now it is waiting for my input. That's why there is no shell. As you can see over here, there is no this line coming. Now I'm going to enter my name, let's say Sonal, then it's going to say welcome Sonal again. That's how we take input and output in the in computing. We will continue to learn few more data types in next few videos. Keep watching.